Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is going to do Fairy Tail Chapter 280 review. Now, for this chapter of Fairy Tail, I asked for a good fight, and they all know that I was looking for a good fight. I wanted to see a really good fight between two mages of this tournament. And as of right now, this is the best fight and the story. Seriously, in this tournament, this is the best fight thus far. I don't care what anyone says. Last week was ass cheeks. Ass cheeks. The week before that, with Bacchus, no. Didn't make any sense at all. But this fight, good. It started good. The fight itself was good. And it ended good. Thus, it is a good fight. Voila! That's all I wanted, hero. All I wanted was something where I can say this arc had good fights. If you're gonna have a competition where one of the focal points is fights, I shouldn't see a dude rip a sock. That shouldn't be a fight. I shouldn't see chicks having bikini contests. That's not a fight. And no, I don't care what anyone says, alright? Well, dude, in Happy Time, no. Happy Time? No. Screw that. Screw that shit. It's supposed to be a competition between guilds to decide which is the strongest guild in Fiora. How the fuck does a bikini contest fit in there? The answer, it doesn't. It's like putting a square in a circle hole. It doesn't make any sense. No, we don't do that. Hero put a square in a square hole. It fits. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you, alright? This fight was good. It was a good fight, alright? It was a good fight. Started good, was good, ended good. End of story. Now what I will say is that this chapter overall was good. It was good. It was good. I'm not gonna deny that, alright? I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, no. It was a good fight. It was a good fight, good chapter. Now onto the actual review, alright? Key point number one is gonna be Jalal. Now, Jalal at the beginning of the chapter, well, throughout the chapter, he senses that something is wrong. Something is amiss. And the reason why is because we find out at the end of the chapter that the reason why he feels that way is because the presence that's usually there, the dark presence that's usually there in the tournament is no longer there. So he's wondering, like, why is it not there? I can't feel it anywhere. So that's key point number one, alright? Now, in my opinion, I thought that it was a Cardius. I thought that it was a Cardius who was emitting that dark presence, but that can't be the case, since he was there watching the fight between Yukino and Kagura. So it's not him. As of right now, we don't know what it is. So we'll find out later on, alright? Now, key point number two is gonna be the fight between Kagura and Yukino, which in my opinion was a good fight. It started off good, and before the fight actually starts, they make a bet with basically Yukino wants to make a bet, and then Kagura's like, okay, well, what's the bet? And basically, the loser has to give their lives to the winner, which in my opinion was a good way to start things off, make it high stakes, a high-end game, So that was pretty good. And also what I will say is that before that, there was a conversation between her and Sting and the rest of the guild, where Sting basically reminds Yukino that you are a member of this guild. We are Sabretooth, Ram, okay? We are Sabretooth, okay? And if you lose, you know what that means. And then she's like, yeah, I know what that means, alright? I doubt that it's anything extreme of Raven Tail, where we have Mr. Knight, beating women. I doubt it, but, it doesn't really matter at this point, because what happens here is that in the fight, it's revealed that Yukino is a Stellar Spirit Mage like Lucy, and in my opinion, that's the biggest scapegoat. That is the biggest scapegoat, and I'll tell you why later on in the review. But that does not change the fact that this chapter was good. All right, it does not. Now, what happens is that she summons two Stellar Spirit mates, one called Libra, and the other one some weird two-headed fish, or two-headed eel, that attacks Kagura. Kagura easily evades the fish, but Libra performs a gravity-inducing field around Kagura in order to slow down her movements, but Kagura breaks that. Or either she breaks it or she escapes it. I'm not too sure how it was portrayed, but she escapes it, or basically, like, she's no longer affected by it. And the reason being is because she taught the same type of magic to that other girl in Mermaid Heel. Like, there was that one girl who could change her weight. Well, apparently, that's a form of gravity magic, and Kagura taught that magic to her, so she's fairly skilled in magic. However, Kagura is just like Bacchus, where if you remember, Bacchus had magic on the palm of his hands, but he had the foundation of Chinese Kenpo. Kagura is the same way. She can use magic, but she is the foundation of a swordswoman, alright? A swordsman, swordswoman, alright? And the thing is that I thought that she was gonna lose, because it's Sabretooth, they go in there, they usually annihilate and call it a day. But no. Nah. Yo, Kagura said, fuck that. We going in. And the thing is that Yukino reveals that there is a 13th Zodiac key. Alright? And Lucy's freaking out because apparently this key was like rumored to exist, but never proven until now. You know, like here is like the 13th hidden key that no one ever found, except for obviously like Yukino. So she engages in summoning this giant metallic snake called Ophiuchus. And Ophiuchus, if you don't know, like all the Zodiacs are a part of the 48 constellation. So probably there are probably 48 keys, since there are 48 constellations, right? However, it is rumored that there are only 12 Zodiacs. However, number 13, voila, Ophiuchus, alright? Now, Ophiuchus comes out, and then I'm assuming that Yukino won. Nah. Because Kagura pulls out some impressive shit. Probably like the best swordsmanship I've seen in Fairy Tail to date. What happens here is that Kagura, and as Yukino is summoning Ophiuchus, Kagura is like running towards Ophiuchus, and then she says, Blade of Resentment, Arch Enemy, which I'm assuming is the sword that she has in her hand. And then after that, she slices Ophiuchus into 4 quarts. 4 quarts. And then she calls that Style of the Undrawn Longsword. I was like, whoa, okay. I was like, whoa. That was impressive. I mean, I've never seen anyone cut something that large into 4 quarts without drawing their sword from their sheath. Now, the thing is, because, again, as of right now, we only know that her style is based around swordsmanship. However, what I will say is that I feel that she's just like Bacchus, where Bacchus had the magic on his palms, where it enhanced his strength from his palms. Well, I'm feeling that Kagura has magic that enhanced the strength or the sharpness of her sheath, and that's the reason why she was able to cut Ophiuchus, because Ophiuchus is supposed to be legendary, all right? But or it could be that she's really good, you know, like what the fuck good. So and Erza's shocked too. I was like, yeah, well, of course I'm shocked, because she's doing the shit that you can't do. Just saying. Oh yeah, and one more thing too. Kagura gives off this Erza vibe. She really does. Like, Kagura gives off like this serious Erza vibe. Whenever Erza's serious, it's the same vibe as Kagura right now. So, and then Kagura cuts Ophiuchus into 4 quarts, takes out Yukino. Yukino, she admits her loss because she's done, alright? She's done. And then Kagura walks away saying that, like, your life is mine, right? And then what's really interesting here is that as she says that, we see a panel, a small little panel of Sting. And Sting, I mean, everyone was shocked, even like Sabretooth was shocked, But Sting looked like he just got hit hard. Like something really bad just happened. I mean, yeah, they did lose, but he looks devastated. Like, whoa, you know. So I'm thinking that Yukino meant something or is someone special to Sting. And her losing, you know, was like a shock. So, a shock to everyone. And, yeah. Also, what I will say is that, at the end of the chapter, Arcadius, he walks away, like, yeah, there's another Stellar Spirit Mage, my plans are even more solidified, and then that's the end of the chapter. Now, two things. The first thing is that, in my opinion, Yukino is now no longer a member of Sabretooth. I think that Sabretooth have just lost a guild member. Maybe that's why Sting's so shocked. Or it could be that Yukino is actually someone special to him. But that being said, Sabretooth have just lost a member of their guild. Because Kaga went in there, and she sliced and diced, and kicked ass, alright? The next thing I want to point out is that Yukino, in my opinion, is the biggest scapegoat for Hero. He is a scapegoat. I mean, no, she is a scapegoat. And the reason why I say that is because she is a Stellar Spirit Mage. Lucy is also a Stellar Spirit Mage. Guess what? Arcadius wanted Lucy because she was a Stellar Spirit Mage. So he could sacrifice her. Oh, now there's two options. So guess what? If one has plot protection, since one is the main character, voila, there's your answer. There's your answer. Lucy is not going to die. It's going to be Yukino. Yukino is going to be the sacrifice for the Eclipse plan. End of story. End of story, alright? I mean, I'm not saying that Lucy won't be the one to do the ritual, but Yukino is going to sacrifice. Or she either will sacrifice herself, or she'll be sacrificed instead. Whichever way, she's gonna die. Which is Hero's scapegoat. With that being said, in my opinion, a good chapter of Fairy Tail. I'll see you guys later. King of Lightning, rate, comment, subscribe. Peace. Have a nice day.